Good morning, guys. I hope you're all well. We're heading to Chester today, in Cheshire. I used to live in Chester when I was 27. I've had many a good night out in Chester. That's 26 years ago. I remember the city as being beautiful. Hopefully, it remains unharmed by 26 years of change. They have a Rolex AD and they also have a Patek Philippe AD in the center of town. I'm taking a risk. I'm wearing my green Rolex OP41, walking around the streets of Chester. I don't think I would do this in London though. Just remember, it's dangerous to wear a Rolex in London and Birmingham and most major cities in the United Kingdom. What am I hoping to get out of today? I don't know, guys. What I am going to do is chance my arm at the Rolex AD and see if they'll sell me a Rolex as a walk-in. Let's find out what's really available to somebody who walks into a Rolex AD, wearing a Rolex, talking about watches, and says, "Hey, do you have anything for sale?" My train leaves in 15 minutes and I don't want to miss it, so I'm going to concentrate. I will catch you guys later on in the video. I'm currently in Warrington Bank Quay. That's about 20 minutes away from Chester by train. I've had to get a connecting train and it should be here in about 5 minutes. I don't want to miss it. If you're a betting man, bet on Brenny missing his train. You are highly likely to win that bet. It is 8:30 in the morning and the weather is just glorious. Keep watching. I should be in Chester any minute. I have arrived in Chester. I'm now heading into the center of town to get my bearings. Might grab myself a cup of coffee, who knows. There you have it, guys. That's Chester Station. I think I'm going to head this way. Take a risk. Follow my nose. Hopefully I should end up in the centre of town. Right, guys. I'm still a bit lost, but it doesn't matter because I found something really cool in Chester. I'm just going to switch the camera around so you can see it, guys. So you've got the old Hawker arms. That's not what's cool, guys. Look how cool this is. How cool is that? Look at that. Just ruined my shot. What are the chances of that? Should we have another go, guys? So there's the old Hawker's Arms pub, and as we pan over, we can see an old World War II plane. How amazing is that, guys? What a cool idea was that to put that plane there. And then we pan down to the locks with the riverboat moored on the side. Apparently, if I go under an underpass, I end up in the centre of town. But I'm going to follow my nose, guys. I'm going to follow my nose. I'm going to stay above ground. I wasn't in the mood for going under an underpass. I think I'm heading in the right direction. What a difference 26 years can make. I used to know Chester very well. Had many a night out in Chester. Lived here for over a year. Met some great friends, great people in Chester. But I can tell you now, I haven't got a bloody clue where I am. So I just spoke to a gentleman wearing a Rolex, and I didn't ask if he wanted to be on camera. It's early in the morning, and I said to him, what's Chester like for wearing a luxury wristwatch? And he's wearing a t-shirt, guys. I just showed the back of him. He's wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and he said it's one of the safest cities to walk around wearing a Rolex in England. It does feel like home, guys. If you get the opportunity to come to Chester, it's definitely worth a consideration, guys. This boutique is owned by a company called Boodles, and they sell Patek Philippe watches. I thought it'd be nice to start the day having a look at some of the greatest watches ever made and will ever be made. A Patek Philippe chooses you, you don't choose the Patek Philippe, and it's a watch that you pass down through generations. Spoiler alert, I did go into the boutique and I did look at several watches. However, when I saw the MSRP of certain watches, I decided not to even try them on. It's also not good etiquette in an expensive watch shop to be getting your camera out, taking wrist roll shots, unless you are deadly serious on buying a particular watch. It's just not done, guys. In this window are watches that cost more than a car, that cost 10% of their value just to service. Imagine owning a 40 or 50,000 pound Patek Philippe watch and the service is 5 to 6,000 pounds. There's the Cuba disguise. First time I've seen the watch in the flesh, and it is absolutely hideous. And yet there's a tiny little sign there that you can't read that says already sold. I think a customer has allowed them to keep it in the window. I'm just waiting for them to put the watches back in the window. I had a really nice experience at Boodles, would you believe, with a really nice gentleman, and we built up a quick rapport, and he showed me 3 watches that I could have purchased on the spot. That's 3 Patek Philippe watches that were available to me as a walk-in with a watch collection. I did go through some of my watches first. I was also told that the Calatrava, the basic one, the starter one, would be available to me if an appointment on Saturday didn't go to the purchase part. A lot of the times with Pateks, you want to try the watch on, think about it, go back and forth, but that watch has a viewing on Saturday, but I could have just got the next one. To be fair, my own AD, Preston's, could get me that watch if I wanted it. In a second, I'm going to go back to the window and I'm going to point out to you the 3 watches that were available to me to purchase on the spot. I was offered this watch. I could have bought that watch today as a walk-in in a Patek Philippe boutique in Chester. I was also offered that watch today. Another stunning Patek Philippe watch. I was also offered this watch, which is absolutely Incredible. Incredible watch, guys. All three of them watches I could have purchased today. I was also offered the watch on the left of the screen if it was passed over by a customer that was coming to see it on Saturday. Just so you know, I can get that watch at my Patek Philippe AD in Preston's of Wilmslow. The watch that you see to the right was my dream watch, and a year ago when I wanted that watch, I was told I would never get offered that watch from an AD. A couple of months ago, I got offered that watch from an AD because it's now £9,000 more than it was a year ago. To purchase that watch, it's now £36,000, and last year, around February, it was £27,000. Massive price increases across the board within Patek Philippe have made certain watches that weren't available before now available. There is only one Rolex AD in Chester, and it's called Mappin & Webb. I've been to the one in Manchester, and I already knew it was a foregone conclusion that this AD would have nothing available to purchase as a walk-in. However, I wanted to confirm that myself. They sell Tag Heuer, they sell IWC, they sell Panerais, they also sell Rolex. And in the window are all the usual suspects, but then again, not. Two-tone Datejust diamond dials. Sky Dweller. Very expensive watch now. Diamond bezel Datejust. Another Sky Dweller. Joking aside, I could have bought those Sky Dwellers today if I wanted one. That's another story. Here's the main event, the steel watches. What have they got? They have an Explorer 40, an Explorer two-tone, only comes in the 36. That's available if you want to buy it, guys. A Polar Explorer 2, not available, I'm afraid. Display only. And another watch, I wonder what that is. A full gold root beer, anybody? Anybody want a full gold root beer? Put your hand up, please. And an Air King, a beautiful Air King. And another two-tone Datejust. I commented to the guy in the shop, that's the worst window display I've ever seen. There wasn't one straight watch in that case. I've just spent half an hour at the Rolex AD in central Chester. I was talking to a really nice guy. He has a Panerai, the exact watch I own. The Panerai Luminor Corrente. I know I'm saying it wrong, but who cares? He confirmed that there are no steel Rolex watches available to purchase as a walk-in. That includes the 40mm Explorer, the 36mm Explorer, all Datejusts, the Polar Explorer. You might say, well, they have watches in the window. That is correct, but they're sadly not for sale. Because Rolex makes an AD keep a certain number of watches at any one time in stock so that they keep something on display. Therefore, they're not allowed to sell up to a certain percentage of their stock. He also assured me that there is a waiting list for everything. It's not as big a wait list as it used to be, but it's still there, and as watches are coming in that they're allowed to sell, they are selling them. What he did say, and I can confirm this, if you want the latest OP, the wait list is at least 4 years. Pretty much any hot steel watch in Chester is a 4 to 5 to 6 year wait, guys. He added for a GMT, it's a 6 year wait. The more and more I think about it, if you want a Rolex in 2025, I just wouldn't mess around, guys. I would just go to the grey market. They keep coming down in price, and the more they come down in price, the more it makes sense just to go and buy one on the grey market and stop messing around. I don't know who's buying all these Rolexes, but people are still buying them and still wanting them. This restaurant called Brewski is in the heart of Chester, and I googled a good place to get a burger and chips, and this place came number one. Gotta do it, guys. Gotta have a green OP moment before we eat. And there you go, guys. Honestly, it was a slice of heaven. I asked for ketchup because I always have ketchup, and I didn't need it because that dipping sauce was delicious. So, I am now leaving Chester and I'm heading back to the train station. It's completely changed here. It's massive, massive. Still has old parts of the town, but a lot of the town has had a massive growth. But then it's been 26 years and I'm an old fat, aren't I? Old fat Brenny goes back to Chester and hasn't got a clue where he is. Believe it or not, Chester used to be a Roman, some kind of a Roman town, and there's a lot of walls that are still here from ancient times. I tell you what, I'm not making this up. That's one of them right there, guys. If I get shit about tourism, I'll explain it to you. But yeah, Chester is an old Roman town, if memory serves me right. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments. Anyway, I'm glad I came. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. Total waste of time if you want to get a Rolex. If you want a nice day out, come to Chester. Pretty safe here. Loads of restaurants. The place I had lunch was incredible, guys. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, so now I've just got to find out where the hell I am, get back to the train station and get home. That's so funny, guys, because I've just walked around in a complete figure eight and I'm now back exactly where I started this morning, heading down the same road when I was originally lost. But at least I know where I am now. Yeah, Chester's a maze. It's a massive, 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 massive city now. Is it a city? It's got to be, hasn't it? Chester City. Watch everybody in the comments say, no, Chester's not a city. Look at it. Absolutely packed here, guys. Anyway, the train station, I know where it is because I've walked this path this morning. Anyway, I'm not going to sign off yet, Dave, because you don't know how long this is going to take me. Right, it's all coming back to me now, guys. That pub, the Queen's Head pub, I spent many a night there years ago, drinking and partying. It's been there at least 30 years, guys. Jesus, guys, never take a trip down memory lane. You'll feel your age, guys, you definitely will. Going back to your old haunts when you were younger is a bad move. Well, guys, yeah, I'm lost. I have a sat-nav and I'm lost. But I recognise that bridge, I think, from this morning. Remember the bridge with the plane? I'm going to backtrack my steps and hopefully I won't miss my train, which I'm pretty sure I already have. Right, so the question is, how do I get up from this lower level to the higher level to get to my train, which probably has already left the station? believe how Chester has exploded. The mix of old and new. Oh yeah. I recognise it because the plane is there, isn't it, from today?
Yeah, the steps there, and then carry on down, and you'll come to the
Thanks for
station.
looking after me.
No,
I'm the only person I know who gets lost.
I the wrong street.
I know, I get lost. Everywhere I go, I get lost.
Oh, me too. So that's why it's no good asking you. But
Yeah.
I do know that.
Yeah, I know it's that way. So is there?
This flight of steps, and then keep walking down. And
Oh, you're an angel. Thank you
it's
so. What's your
only
name?
about 5 minutes.
What's your name?
Ria.
I'm Brendan. Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm blogging on my YouTube, but it's not live, and I'm not showing you. Don't worry. There's a train every 30 minutes anyway. Thank you so much for coming to get me. Okay, so that lady gave me directions about 10 minutes ago and realised she sent me in the wrong direction. What she doesn't realise is that I can get lost pretty much anywhere. My excuse is I'm talking to you guys on my phone, and then I'm looking at my map, and then I'm talking on the phone, and then I'm lost. Not a good recipe for getting anywhere. Not a good recipe. I chose to wear all black today, guys. Wearing all black, out videoing himself on the street like a bell end. And people look at me going, what is that guy doing walking down the street, looking at his phone, talking to himself? What's also funny is because I'm holding the phone a certain way, people think I'm filming them, not myself. But I'm actually filming myself. Just to recap, I'm pretty sure the train station is up ahead. Not too close to town, but not too far away from town. It's only 2 o'clock. Could have stayed in Chester for a bit longer, but nah. Let's get out of Chester, shall we? Get out of Chester, go home, and dream about watches. I hope you guys can hear me. Right, that is my train. I missed the first one. I'm not making this up, guys. I now have to wait another 20 minutes for that train, and I thought, sit in the train or talk outside. And I went for talking outside to sum up my trip to Chester. I liked it. The food was good. The place is safe. It felt really safe, guys. And if I wanted to buy myself a Patek Philippe watch, I was in. I was all in, guys. I was one of the chosen. What could I take from the day? I think that grey market dealer, you know, the one in the shopping centre, they had some pretty stonking deals. A couple of the watches, I challenged them on the price of it, and they said, well, we have overheads, and they will negotiate. I did get offered a stonking deal on that Patek Philippe, you know, the one I liked. But luckily for me, I've seen sense. I left empty-handed, but I do have a WhatsApp. So yeah, I could still buy the watch. I could negotiate, I suppose. Do I want a Patek Philippe in the collection? 100%. Is that the one to buy? Well, I thought it was, but I think everything happens for a reason. Right, definitely signing off now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next brand new video.